University here in Tacloban City, Leyte, the premier teacher training institution in Eastern Visayas. We make a mark in the region and the global community, carrying the core values of integrity, excellence, and service. Get to know more about LNU in research, performance of graduates, international linkages and consortia, community service, and planning. Tara na!
Good day. I am Jonas Villas, the Research Director of the Leyte Normal University. Research in LNU is anchored in an agenda that is responsive to the social, political, economic, cultural, and environmental issues of the 21st century. It articulates the pillars of the Philippine Development Plan: malasakit, pagbabago, at patuloy na pag-unlad through research in the fields of teacher education, health and hospitality industry, management, politics and governance, ICT and library science, biological sciences, physical sciences, ecological processes, global issues and concerns, health and nutrition, social services, gender and development, culture and the arts, technical and vocational and skill studies, business and entrepreneurship, and linguistics and media communication, technology, and culture. The research agenda is complemented with an evolving incentive system for the faculty, resulting to a substantial research productivity from a baseline data of a mere 3 presentations and 1 publication in year 2009. Today, LNU takes pride of its increasing trend of research productivity. In research presentation alone, LNU hits its peak in 2019 with a total of 65 paper presentations, mostly in international conferences. The subsequent decline, though, in 2020 was rooted in COVID-19 restrictions. Nonetheless, current data shows that LNU is gaining her momentum again for research presentations. The BSED faculty of the program also exhibited a positive behavior towards research publication, evident with an increasing trend. It is notable that the quality of the articles published in journals is comparable to global standards, with an observable and dramatic access to Scopus and Clarivate ISI index journals in 2019 to present. with a new strategic direction for LNU. This university is envisioned to be an emerging research university in 2024. Thank you.
All through the years, Leyte Normal University, the premier teacher training institution in Eastern Visayas, has always been grounded by its mantra of excellent leadership in education. Established in 1921, recognized as a center of excellence for teacher education in Region 8 in 1996, designated as one of the 5 centers for teaching excellence in the country in 2009, and granted a Center of Development in Teacher Education in 2016 by the Commission on Higher Education. Leyte Normal University constantly evolves and produces exemplary achievements. The undergraduate and graduate studies enrollment have significant numbers to boost at LNU, coupled with a hefty number of its alumni holding key positions in local, national, and international professional institutions. LNU excels in board examinations with a high passing percentage and continually produces top-notchers. Our BSED lab passing percentage is not just 50% above, but even twice or thrice higher than the national passing percentage. It is evident that the university is consistent with its exemplary performance and history of excellence. This study documented the results of the tracer study of the Bachelor of Secondary Education graduates in the College of Education of Leyte Normal University, who graduated in 2013 to 2018. The main objective of this study is to assess the career pattern of the graduates by looking into the competencies, skills, and values developed as inputs to improve the teaching environment and the curricular programs of the college, which is responsive to the needs and conforms to international standards. This study utilized descriptive research design since its purpose is to obtain present facts regarding graduates' demographics. Its primary respondents are Bachelor of Secondary Education graduates from the school year 2013 to 2018, with a total population of 1,603 graduates and 667 or 41.6% responded in the survey. Results revealed that graduates are adequately equipped with knowledge and skills specific to their area of specialization, and reputation of LNU were considered for immediate job acquisition of the graduates. This figure indicates that there are 8 specializations represented by 42 to 124 respondents respectively. This suggests that all of the specializations offered in the Bachelor of Secondary Education program at Leyte Normal University are well represented. This figure indicates that the majority of the respondents are licensure examination for teachers, lab passers. This fact is supported by the university's mission of becoming a leading university of education, having a license as a minimum requirement for professional teachers. The graph reveals that most of the respondents are working in public schools. This signifies that the majority of the graduates' careers are aligned with the academic program they finished. The graph shows that among the respondents, most of them are working in Region A. This implies that graduates prefer to work in places that are strategically located in their home. This figure reflects that most of the respondents are already regular employees or teachers in the organization or institution where they are connected. Considering that most of the graduates are employed in the Department of Education, most of them are already permanent in status. A university's success is greatly evident in the quality of its products, the students. The concerted efforts of the faculty members and administrative personnel are mainly aimed towards the development of students. With Dr. Jude Duarte's presidency in 2013 to 2021, LNU operated on its core values of integrity, excellence, and service. For BSED program, our graduates have already earned international awards for recognition. Indeed, hinging on an excellent past and basking on a constantly evolving present, the Leyte Normal University embraces the future in light of the service it provides to the region, to the nation, and the world.
Extension activity as a university mandate spurs the human rootedness of the faculty. LNU has adopted communities that need lifting up in terms of deprivations and need for enhancement or enrichment within the university's support capacity. The Community Extension Services Office spearheads the community extension programs of the Leyte Normal University. Being such, it is in charge of coordinating, monitoring, and evaluating identified and recognized programs of the university. Presently, the LNU extension programs are anchored on the 8-point agenda called Kahayag, a wari-wari ancient word that means light. It is then used here metaphorically to stand for light towards people empowerment. The agenda includes physical fitness and sports development, information communication and education, literacy, numeracy and language enhancement, cultural development, livelihood, technical business management, environmental preservation and disaster preparedness, management and leadership development, special institutes and teacher training programs. In terms of community service impact studies, we have the following. First, market acceptability testing of formulated canned halang-halang by Pet Anthony L. Pascual. This joint project of the Department of Science and Technology 8 and together with LNU was implemented in January 2016 until May 2017. Its funding was sourced out from the DUST through the DUST API and LNU. Apart from financial support, LNU, represented by Professor Pascual, also provided the training needs of the beneficiaries and spearheaded the laboratory testing of the product, marketability, and shelf-life determination laboratory tests. The project encourages housewives from the adopted barangays to raise the female chickens as the main ingredient for the production and future commercialization of the canned halang-halang. The project benefited selected housewives living in Barangay Libas, Sogod, Southern Leyte, through the Libas Women's Association of Barangay Libas, Sogod, Southern Leyte. After the training, product testing, and market testing, it was found out that from the laboratory results that the products were still shelf-stable after a year. It was recommended to continue with a shelf life study to determine the exact expiration date. Another study is entitled Impact of Livelihood Community Extension Program on the Residents of Municipality of San Isidro Leyte, conducted by Dr. Gil Nicitas B. Villarino. The technical skills expertise training in food processing and entrepreneurship in the municipality of San Isidro Leyte is a community extension program of the Leyte Normal University funded by the Department of Trade and Industry. The project was jointly implemented by the College of Education and the College of Management and Entrepreneurship. It aimed to train women in the municipality of San Isidro in cooking, baking, and food processing and eventually become entrepreneurs. The program commenced in academic year 2015 and concluded in 2016. Report of the findings revealed that the program was able to improve the lives of the beneficiaries of the community through an augmented income and the development of their self-confidence. The next project is entitled Impact Study of the Community Extension Programs in Leyte Normal University, Tacloban City, conducted by a group composed of Dr. Gil B. Villarino, the Director of the CES, the College Coordinator for Education, Nesiporo Casaus, the Coordinator for Arts and Sciences, Mr. Paul C. Cipres, and Coordinator for the College of Management and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Nilo B. Hamora. This study aimed to assess the impact of the implemented extension programs of the Leyte Normal University in different adopted barangays and institutions in Region 8. These programs include skills training, computer enhancement literacy, advocacy program, and livelihood program. The salient points of the outcomes of the implementation of these programs are as follows. First, the computer enhancement literacy program delivered by the university augmented the computer skills of the target beneficiaries. These include specific skills like document creation, saving, web account maintenance, printing, video conferencing, and troubleshooting connectivity issues. Second, the skills training. The participants also attested that the training on skills development provided by the university through its extension program resulted in them gaining knowledge about the skills and eventually applying it in their families and their respective communities. Third, the advocacy program. The extension program called Violence Against Women and Children was able to help the marginalized sector of the adopted community. Fourth, the livelihood program. The various livelihood programs of the university help the beneficiaries either land decent jobs or got job placement.
On November 8, 2013, Super Typhoon Yolanda claimed many lives and destroyed homes and livelihood of many communities in Region 8. This includes the municipality of San Isidro. By that, almost 7,000 residents were affected. Hopelessness was not an option to the survivors of San Isidro. Instead, they sought for support from Leyte Normal University. Based on the priority of the needs of residents and supply of commodities, the Community Extension Services Office of Leyte Normal University, in collaboration with the Department of Trade, Industry, and Local Government Unit of San Isidro Leyte, took action in conducting a skill development on food processing and entrepreneurship for livelihood. The program aimed to provide an alternative source of livelihood. From that, training on food processing skills were then conducted, such as taho and tokwa processing, cassava and pineapple pie baking, tocino making, peanut butter and peanut brittle processing, tart and pasta making, and longanisa processing. In line to providing technical skills expertise, basic entrepreneurial skills training was also provided. This deals with training on accounts and bookkeeping, as well as training on product pricing, packaging, and labeling.
Ang nahatag yun nga kaayuhan sa among training kanang ang kaming mga babay nga mga plain housewife nakamaog gyud mi kung saon namo paghimo og mga produkto nga makatabang pod sa among kinabuhi, sa among panginabuhi, nga makatabang sa among tagsa-tagsa nga pamilya.
Starting from the year 2015 up to the recent time, approximately 100 beneficiaries still continue to impart what they have learned from the training. With such opportunity, the beneficiaries of the program hopes that other municipalities and communities will also have the same experience as they have. For them, this is not only a life-changing one, but also a chance in order for them to believe in their own capacity, sustain life, and at the same time, to build and develop a better future.
The last but not the least, another project that LNU has engaged into is achieving environmental sustainability. The university endeavored to universal or environmental conservation and disaster preparedness projects together with the stakeholders to take part in providing solutions that can be explored through better tools such as life cycle analysis, clean and green, better use of natural resources, application of reduce, recycle, and recover approach that will lessen or eliminate indiscriminate dumping of waste materials and avoiding toxic materials. As a service provider in the region, Leyte Normal University ensures to fulfill its civic responsibility and commitment to the community. In LNU, we envision it, we act on it, we achieve it.
The international relations among universities have expanded significantly during the past 2 decades. Internationalization in higher education refers to the process of integrating an international or intercultural aspect into the teaching, research, and service functions of internationalization. The growing interest in expanding the dimension of competitiveness in higher education has prompted internationalization as one of the major contributors for development in higher education. Internationalization is now part of academic trend, a reality in the 21st century. The motivation in internationalization include commercial advantage, knowledge, and language acquisition, enhancing the curriculum with international content, and many others. Specific initiatives such as branch campuses, cross-border collaborative arrangements, programs for international students, establishing English medium programs and degrees, and others have been put into place as part of internationalization. Leyte Normal University has endeavored to ink several memoranda of understanding or agreement with several universities in the ASEAN region. Assuming the aims to widen the horizon in higher education incorporated in the MOAs or MOUs are the development of intercultural and international dimensions that directly impact both research and teaching learning processes. It involves practices that require the use of new technology, knowledge, people, values, and ideas from different international contexts. These are exactly what leaders of LNU and its international counterparts have in mind. Hence, LNU aggressively reached out to Thai Nguyen University and Travin University in Vietnam in 2013 and 2014 respectively, achieved from this partnership where academic offering for postgraduate programs and student internships abroad. In addition, LNU inked yet another international partnership with Siliwangi University in Tasikmalaya in West Java, Indonesia in 2015. Faculty and research partnerships were primarily achieved from this linkage. In 2017, with global competitiveness of graduates as its main motivation, LNU signed another partnership agreement with Naresuan University in Thailand. Student internship abroad was the primary concern of this MOA. The Leyte Normal University expanded its research, faculty, and student exchange opportunities so that it pursued another linkage with University Pendidikan Sultan Idris in Malaysia in 2018. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought so much chaos that it affected the delivery of education. Universities around the world were quick to respond on how problems in education may continue despite the risks of this highly contagious virus around. Advancement in technologies has been the solution to the predicament of HEIs. Different technological modalities have been used so that education may continue without risking lives over the threat of this pestilent virus. Consequently, The pandemic paved way to the new ideas on how international collaborations may be taken over among universities. It made the worlds nearer and people closer to each other by accessing the internet. LNU, in a magnanimous effort to foster internationalization and cross-border linkages, entered into an agreement with Venus University in Jakarta, Indonesia, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia at Bandung, Indonesia, and Ritsumikan Uji High School, Uji City, Kyoto, Japan. The MOA with Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia is already being reviewed by both parties as of the moment. Online faculty exchange, online student exchange, online student internship, research collaboration, and dual degree offering were the elements being pursued by this partnership. Truly, education has expanded at greater heights and boundless horizons. It is now seamless. Universities thrive to produce graduates who are globally competitive, imbibed with values, respect, and understanding for other cultures. Soar high, LNU!
There is a saying that those who fail to plan to fail. Indeed, planning is one of the major functions of management, and it is even considered an integral part of the different functions of management. Thus, Leyte Normal University has traditionally taken a proactive action in the creation and implementation of strategic development plans. With the new leadership of our fourth university president, Dr. Evelyn B. Aguirre, LNU is set to rise anew in its pursuit of vital changes and improvements anchored on integrity, excellence, and service.
Strategic planning is a vital organizational management activity that is used to set priorities, focus energy and resources, strengthen operations, ensure that employees and other stakeholders are working toward common goals, establish agreement around intended outcomes or results, and assess and adjust the organization's direction in response to a changing environment. For this reason, Leyte Normal University continually conducts strategic planning and workshops. Recently, the university envisioned itself towards a 5-year strategic development plan from the year 2021 to 2026 during the LNU Strategic Planning Workshop last August 2 to 4, 2021. Leyte Normal University conducted a 3-day virtual strategic planning workshop 2021, bearing the theme, A New Dawn for LNU, Panahon ng Pagbabago sa Pagbabago ng Panahon. This was spearheaded by the Office of the University President and the Planning Office. Distinguished resource speakers to include Honorable Commissioner Aldrin A. Darila, former PNB Vice President Mr. Schubert Cesar C. Austero, De La Salle Professor Dr. Alvin B. Colaba, Dr. Carlo Magno of the Center for Learning and Assessment Development Asia, DepEd Undersecretary Justado M. San Antonio, President of IRC Philippines Ms. Grace Abelia Zata, were invited to share their expertise, knowledge, and skills in planning, management, and higher education in the new normal. All university officials, chief administrative officers, academic and administrative unit heads, program coordinators, and those with special designations participated in the strategic planning. The event crafted the university's 5-year strategic development plan for year 2021 to 2026. aligned with the vision, mission, goals, and objectives of the newly elected University President, Dr. Evelyn B. Aguirre. The 3-day strategic planning workshop produced university roadmaps along instruction, student development, research and innovation, community extension, resource generation, infrastructure development, internationalization, and administration. Leyte Normal University has proven in the last century its ability to produce quality graduates equipped with the knowledge and skills to compete at the global stage. Today, the university continues to forge through the challenges of society, constantly reinvents itself to meet the trends and demands of the times, ever ready to face the future and always upholding its core values. The planning unit is composed of the planning officer who serves directly under the office of the university president. She spearheads the preparation of the development plans of the university, reviews and evaluates proposed plans and programs of the different colleges, prepares statistical data for planning and budgeting, and consolidates summary of annual accomplishments. She also coordinates with the budget officer in the preparation of the annual budget proposal, performs related work in physical planning and implementation, and performs other tasks that may be assigned by the university president. The cornerstone of all the planning process in the university is its mission and vision. It is where all development goals and strategies are anchored upon. However, this vision should not only be that of the top management, but it must be one that is shared by all. In the spirit of participative governance, LNU's strategic plan was formulated with the consultation and collaboration of all stakeholders in the university, such as the students, the alumni, the management, and the employees. From our shared vision, we wanted to look for a common path and strategies to achieve the goals that will lead us towards that end. The strategic initiatives were crafted using the framework illustrated in this figure. From the Institutional Strategic Development Plan, every division and office in the university will share in attainment of the organizational goals. This is ensured by aligning organizational programs and projects along the agreed key result areas and by cascading the performance indicators to the departments most responsible for their attainment. The various department activities and tasks will then be cascaded to the individual employees who will commit to accomplish yearly targets to collectively attain the LNU vision within the next 5 years. The existing policies crafted by previous administrations have made LNU where it is today. However, in its move for continuous development through a renewed vision, there is a need to strengthen policy formation and intervention implementation. To ensure continual improvement, the SDP also follows the closed-loop feedback control system framework as shown in the flowchart below. The monitoring of the Strategic Development Plan coincides with the monitoring of individual and office performance. This process is guided by the Civil Service Commission approved LNU Strategic Performance Monitoring System. The performance of faculty members is monitored twice within the academic calendar, while administrative personnel are monitored twice within the fiscal calendar. The Leyte Normal University adopts a 5-year strategic development plan as its long-term tool for improvement. However, the management intends to conduct a yearly planning conference to address the short-term needs of the university. It will also conduct a periodic assessment of performance as per LNU SPMS to measure where the university stands compared with the targets the employees have set for themselves. In order to ensure maximum participation from all faculty and staff in the review process, It is usually done in time with a team building activity and the year-end party for both the mid-year assessment and year-end assessment. With the periodic monitoring of the accomplishments vis-a-vis our targets, the management will be able to gauge the feasibility or relevance of our strategic development plans given the current realities and circumstances. The strategic development plan is subjected to a midterm review. Taking into consideration changes in circumstances, regional and national development goals, directives from national commissions, and ASEAN environment, if warranted, the strategic development plan will be updated correspondingly. If it will be found to still be a viable guide in achieving our vision, then the plan will be updated after its expiry. It will start with the evaluation of our shared vision and relevance of our mission, after which the entire strategic planning process will be undertaken to come up with a new strategic development plan to guide us for another 5 years. The strategic development plan and all strategies, activities, and tasks that stem from it were crafted in consideration of our mandate, RA 7910, the Higher Education Reform Agenda, and the Philippine and Regional Development Plans 2011 to 2016. Through the process, the university searches for innovative ways to meet the increasing demands for quality higher education, raise the level of educational outcomes, and increase the social relevance of its development functions. Moreover, the university continually seeks ways to expand access to quality higher education among disadvantaged groups. The strengthening of ICT capabilities, which is one of the backbones of our SDP, is also in line with the objectives of the government's medium-term Information and Communications Technology Harmonization Initiative, or MITHI. Efforts have been made to ensure that all strategies and programs the university will undertake in the next 5 years are aligned with our vision, mission, and goals through cascading of performance targets from the organization down to the employees. This section enumerates the various strategic initiatives the management has pursued to become a world-class university. Goal 1. Quality and excellence. Meeting and exceeding the minimum standards defined by the stakeholders. Goal 2. Relevance and responsiveness. Achieving congruence of the academic, research, and extension programs and proactive response to the needs of various interest groups. Goal 3. Access and equity. Provide fair educational opportunities to all regardless of ethnicity, age, sex, marital, economic, and social status, among others. Goal 4. Efficiency and effectiveness. Developing and implementing timely, cost-effective, and high-impact instruction, research, extension, production, and support services program. Although the above rationale for the strategic plan is consistent with the vision and mission of the university, there is an underlying principle that governs the focus of this plan. That is, all of its inspiration and theory is directed towards providing a built environment that supports teaching and learning and ultimately student success. We also conducted a SWOT analysis or assessed the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The 2020 year-end assessment addresses the essential issues in every unit by providing an implementation strategy to guide the university and its faculty members for the next strategic planning. The plan is structured to provide direction while allowing for adjustments as LNU experiences growth and reacts to new opportunities. With the dynamic leadership of the university president, 2019 was an auspicious year as LNU passes Stage 1 of ISO 9001-2015 certification. Remarkably, the Department of Budget and Management awards to LNU the Certificate of Outstanding Physical Accomplishments Performer, Top Obligations BUR Growth, and income collection rate, and top performer for income collection rate. LNU employs an academic resource plan as basis for providing guidelines and procedures in planning academic resources and to ensure that academic resources are optimized or efficiently deployed as a way of enacting its mission, vision, and core values, and achieving the intended outcomes of its systems, processes, and improvement goals in an intentional, sustained way. LNU supports the professional development of its faculty to better serve its clientele and improve their effectiveness and efficiency. Greater attention has been given to them by establishing a 5-year faculty development plan from 2016 to 2021. The university as well upgrades and maintains its standards as a center for development. It regularly updates and upholds the accreditation status of all degree programs across colleges by the Accrediting Agency of Chartered Colleges and Universities in the Philippines. Equally important, all curricular programs are fully compliant with the policies, standards, and guidelines of the Commission on Higher Education.
Progressing towards 2021 and beyond, the university is already a century old as it has reached 100 years of service to the people of Eastern Visayas and the rest of the world. LNU will continue to be proactive to address and focus on strengthening academic performance and ensure that university infrastructure supports our faculty and students while developing new partnerships to broaden our research opportunities and impact not only locally but also globally. Indeed, LNU shall considerably continue to rise, shine, and make a mark.
Hi, I am Daryl Salceda, a graduate of Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Music, Arts, Physical Education, and Health, Batch 2014. I am currently employed as a secondary school teacher at Leyte National High School. The LNHS is one of the pioneering schools in the region to offer the special program in the arts curriculum. One of the specializations being offered is in the instrumental music focusing on rondalia and song, which I became the trainer. I organized the Leyte National High School Dulos Rondalia with members under the art program from grades 7 to 10. Leyte Normal University shaped and guided me in becoming a passionate, committed, and creative educator. I am and will always be grateful for the teachings, ideals, and artistic values instilled. These will always be treasured. I was inspired to engage in an artistic field, advocating Philippine music and culture preservation through rondalia by Maestro Raul Novilio.
Hi, I am Jose Algabatano III, a graduate of BSED major in mapping in the year 2022. Currently, I'm a faculty of the Leyte National High School and the choir master of the multi-awarded choral group, the Leyte National High School Special Program in the Arts Vocal Chorus, a choir composed of students at the Leyte National High School. I am honored and grateful to be a part of the 100 years legacy of educational excellence brought by the Leyte Normal University. The lessons that I have learned as a student of LNU gave me the drive to further hone my craft as a musician and artist while being of service to society by sharing and caring for my students and the community now that I am educating.
Hi, my name is Janice Durang. I graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in Physical Education, Health, and Music in the year 2003. I am now the manager/dance teacher in one of the ballroom franchise studios of the Arthur Murray International, located here in Saratoga Springs, upstate New York. The best feature of LNU for me is the HRDC Theater. It was the very first thing I saw the moment I walked into the school way back in 1999. I remember asking the security guard, and then he mentioned that the reciting dance company just happened to be back from their USA tour. Right there and then, I know I want to be part of that school. LNU gave me wide opportunities to get to know myself first and foremost. An opportunity to experience great masters like the late Sir Jesse Pass, who honed my skills. LNU helped me find my passions, teaching and performing. Becoming a member of the Leighton Normal University Dance Theater was the most crucial stepping stone towards my success in this field. The mere exposure I had to the company brought me to international audiences. I got addicted to it, so I pursued performing as a career and ended up in Hong Kong Disneyland. 6 amazing years later, I pushed further. I traveled 8 miles away and reached my now destination.
Sawadee ka! My name is Maria Micaela Angelica R. Isa. I graduated in Leighton Normal University with a degree of Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Mathematics in 2017. LNU stays committed to its goal, the pursuit of excellence and quality education, producing globally competitive graduates. I can personally attest to this, for my learnings got me to where I am now. I am currently a secondary school math teacher here in the Kingdom of Thailand. I love my experience in LNU, not just academically, but extracurriculars as well. I was able to join squad games, took part in exhibits and outreach programs. I even joined competitions like composing, singing, and dancing with my friends. They were tiring yet fulfilling, and I learned a lot from it. I will forever be grateful to what LNU instilled in me, and I promise to continue to uphold integrity, pursue excellence, and render service. ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอให้เป็นวันที่ดีค่ะ Thank you and have a great day.
Good day! I am Rizal Monias Basibas and I'm a graduate of Leighton Normal University with a degree of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Technology and Livelihood Education, class of 2017. Every experience I encountered in the university has taught, honed, and made my way to be an English teacher in the intensive English program of Anuban Bukkan Wisit School here in Thailand. As what Maya Angelou said, if you learn, teach. If you get, give. Now, I am able to teach because I have learned from the best of the best with integrity and excellence. I am able to give because I have given an exceptional service of globally competitive quality education. I will forever be grateful to Leighton Normal University. Again, I am 1300385, Rizal Nonias Basibas, and I'm a proud Normalista. Thank you and God bless.